This is the Nitro team on the table under the pretty lights. And, you know, with the Nitro quiver, sometimes the standard Nitro boards are overlooked. But every time we get on a Nitro board, we have a pretty good time and they're pretty well made. This is not a board for everyone though. This is the Nitro team. Maybe 10 years ago this was, but these days with, you know, hybrid shapes, camber is more for that technical, advanced, more expert rider that wants that pop, that drive, that return of camber, but, you know, but understands its limitations. If you're kind of more of a, you know, beginner, intermediate, or even just an advanced rider that wants to push themselves, or an expert rider that wants to push themselves and wants a more forgiving nature to the board, this isn't going to be for you. This is old school, this is powerful, this is poppy, this is drivey, but you can see it's kind of like a true, I would say it's a directional twin. It's got a little setback on side cut, and it's a great board for those of you who, you know, love that return of full camber and that pop, that technical aspect to the board. And you can see it's just, you know, even this demo model here, under the pretty lights, has a good bit of spring, and I can get my, you know, fingers under there and pick it up this way, instead of like with some of those flat to rocker boards and other stuff like that. You know, and it definitely just takes it hard on the aggressive technical side compared to the Team Gullwing, which is a board we've had a lot of good times with. So let's get into some measurements here. Readers always want to know the width. So, you know, this is the 57, I believe. I saw that somewhere. I swear I did. No, this is not the 57, is it? I thought I saw 57 somewhere. What the hell? Yeah, 57. This is the 57 for sure. So going out here, you're looking at about 26.2, 26.3, and then you're looking at about 25.6, and it probably will be the same both ways, but let's just check because there is a little bit of setback on side cut. Yeah, about 25.6. Yeah, about the same. Maybe a millimeter or two difference. And then, yeah, kind of, you know, like 26 and a little change, you know, like 26.23 there too. Now, dealing with setback on board, this is just not the kind of board you want to ride these days in powder. The Gullwing's going to do a better job. But if you're an old school technical camber rider who understands how to, you know, keep his speed and float, playing well in powder on a camber board. I just knew some guys who could go out on camber twins and just rip powder like no other, and never understood like people like me who are like, yeah, it just didn't float really well. I had trouble, you know, I was really leaning on the back foot. Every time I stopped, I felt like the nose sunk down. They're like, oh, I just never stopped. If you're that kind of rider, if you're that good, you always just know where you're going and what you're doing and know how to ride powder really well, you're going to be fine. But going off the back inserts, I forgot, let's do this stance width here. You're looking at just about 21.25 all the way back. And then just about 21.5. And then 18.5. So what is that? 19.5, 20.5, 21, 3 inches. Kind of like your standard all mountain difference between nose and tail. You know, 3 inches difference between nose to the back and tail to the back. and 1.5 inches back on board. Very standard, but with camber, it's going to be a cartwheeler for your average rider like myself. But at least they have something there. So if it's super deep, you can get just, you know, maybe just a touch of relief on your back leg. And then you've got just, you know, die cut bases are never really my thing, but man, it does look cool. It does get their name out there. I get why they did it. And it's, you just, you know, this is a demo board. It's been used, but man, you don't really feel the die cut that much. And it seems like a nice, fast, durable base. So there you have it. You know, that's the Nitro Team 57 under the pretty lights. And you want to look up above to see the in-depth review from us actually riding it and doing our thing. This is just more technical, pretty stuff.